Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah Elizabeth and today we're going to talk about eyeshadow palettes and spring. I am ready for spring. It was pretty warm today, or it is, I guess it's only noon. I don't think I should say was yet anyway. And I wanted to just sit down, talk about palettes that I think are good for spring and what ones I think I will be using this spring. First off, I want to start off with saying this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but also please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and everyone has their own opinions on makeup. It is just makeup. First off, I'm going to start off with some Pastels. Yeah. Pastel palettes, light colored, colorful palettes, because to me, spring is pastel. Spring is color. So first off, I have the Huda Beauty Lilac Pastels palette. It is so beautiful. I wore it a few times already and not even spring yet. It's not even spring. And I will swatch a couple shades here. So I'm going to swatch that top row here. It's so beautiful. You got quite a range of pastel purples, a little bit pastel-y oranges. So they don't swatch the best, but I hope that gives you a slight idea. They are beautiful. You definitely do want to use a base with them. A lighter base is usually better. They're gonna show up much better. You're gonna need to layer them, but it's a pastel. That's kind of how that works generally. Next up, I have the ColourPop BlushCrush palette. It is beautiful. It is pinky. It is floral. It's got some more warm pastel shades in here. It's beautiful. I'm going to swatch the middle row here. So, Enamored, Made You Blush, and Blossom Up. It does have a pressed glitter up on the top row. If you're not into that, you might want to skip that palette. But they are beautiful, they are bright, they are fun, and that just sounds like spring to me. I'm ready for warmer days, sunny moments, just the world looking more alive, more green. I don't know, that's what I'm ready for. Next I have the Ofra Mini Mix palette, good to go. It has quite a variety of shades in here. It's got highlighters, blush, bronzer, and some eyeshadows. And they have some more brighter colors, and they have that mint. So I'm going to swatch the mint and that bright corally shade. So these two right down here. They scream springtime to me, especially that mint. Like, whoa. Beautiful spring, right? I told you. So that I feel I'm going to use a bit in the spring. Not everything I'm expecting myself to wear this spring is going to be pastel-y and bright, I promise. But I wanted to start off with those. Next I have the Natasha Denona Love Palette. It is beautiful. It is high-end. I have two Natasha palettes on this list, and I apologize for that. But it's got those bright pinks, it's got purples, it's got lighter colors, it's got ways to deepen it if you want to, but spring, I think pastel, light, bright, usually. So I'm going to just swatch that. Oh, my mirror just turned off. This beautiful pink shimmer, it called Giving, Valentine, and Intense. So those three shades just scream spring. So Giving, Intense, and Valentine. I am a big fan of the Natasha Denona formula. It's beautiful, even though that one swatch was a little pathetic there. Come on. Let's see if I can grab a little bit more for that one. Yeah, it's a beautiful light pink, and it looks very bright on the eyes. Honestly, I have done looks just on my own where I'm pretty much only using that light pink Valentine shade. Very beautiful Valentine's Day looks can be made with that palette too, but you know, Valentine's Day is already passed. Ooh, that mint shade would be pretty good for like a St. Patrick's Day look. We'll see. Next I have more pink. The Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay. It's not my favorite, but it's got those pinks. It's bright, well, on this side anyway. So I can see myself playing with that for springtime. I'm gonna swatch Bang Bang, Feels and Juicy. So pink shimmer, more of a mauve-y light pink, and then Juicy, which is more of a peachy salmon pinky color. So that mauve-y shade is so beautiful once you just spread it out. They work really well together, and you can create quite a bright look if you use them, or just right. You don't have to go into the deeper shades. You can use those to like enhance like your lash line, make that a little thicker, but spring, light, bright, airy. You guys are gonna hate me by the end of this video. Sorry. More pink. Pink and purples are my go-to, and especially bringing up spring. This is such a bright, 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 bold pink palette. I'm gonna swatch that white shade up here. Then I'm going to, the pink shimmer next to it, and then the pink shimmer on the bottom. I like this formula. It's the Tarte Little Juicy palette. I just realized I never mentioned it. It's beautiful, and yes, you can use the white, just make your lid more light colored and keep the pinky shades in the crease. You can do so many things with it, even though it's a 9-pan palette. And I do have another one of those palettes from Tarte in this video, but there's one that is not in the video. I got them all together in the Tarte Holiday Kit. It was the Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette wardrobe. It was a good deal to get all of them together, so I really wanted to get them. You have no idea how hard it was to tell myself I don't need the full size of this palette. I love my pinks. I love pink. I have so many pink palettes right here, and these aren't even all of my pink palettes. But next I have the ColourPop Making Mauves palette. You can keep it simple and pretty purpley and light and bright, or you can go deeper. Like, there's such a beautiful variety in this palette, and there are more pressed glitters, and I apologize for that. But that pressed glitter right in the middle is so bright and beautiful. So I'm going to swatch, Biscotti, A la Mode, and Big Fig. Oh, sirens. I didn't do it, I promise. I didn't do anything today. I've been good. I went to the gym and then I've been home filming. I've been good. Like, that is such a beautiful, bright shade. That'll be great for so many different looks. So beautiful. And of course, you know, you can add things. You can find similar shades in palettes, but I feel like these are the ones I'll use. We're almost done. Almost done. 3 left. I have the Tartlet Lil Bloom palette. It is more on the cool toned shade range, but you can make it light and bright as well. So I'm going to start off with these top 2 shades on the left, and then that bottom pink shimmer. So their formula is a little bit harder to work with and not as overly pigmented, but just build it up and it blends out very nicely. So you can keep it light, bright, and airy, and that is what I like with that palette as well. Same with the next 2. They are very similar, and I try to tell myself you only need one. You only need one cool tone palette as your go-to for spring. But no, my brain said 3. So Tartelette Lil Broom, wow. Tartelette Lil Bloom, not broom. We're not talking about cleaning or witches or any of that stuff. Though I do have the ColourPop Focus palette. Gather around, sisters. Yeah. So ColourPop Stone Cold Fox. I really love my ColourPop. They're beautiful. I love them. I love the formula. I love the pigment. I love the shades. These, you can make so many different looks with this palette. You can stick to very bright, cool toned looks. There's so many options to pick from. Oh man, how am I gonna swatch this for all of you? I think I'm going to swatch. Oh geez, how do I hold this open for all of you? I'm gonna swatch Luxe, Dreamful, and I Dig It. I love the white. I love their formula. I love everything about this palette. And the price point is amazing for such a huge palette. Just beautiful, light, and bright. Once again. I'm gonna hate myself editing this later. Light, bright, pastels, pink. Sorry. You are, yeah. I can't wait for the day where someone's like, ooh, cool tones shadows. Ooh, they're pink. Savannah. I hope that day happens one time. One day. That would be amazing. But next, I have the Natasha Denona Glam palette. It's my last one that I'm going to use a lot. It's cool toned neutrals. Light and beautiful. And of course, you can deepen it up. So, what shades do I want to swatch for this? I really can't stand the way they named these shades. I just, no, thank you. So I'm going to go with Transition. Alright, Inner Corner. And I'll do this inner corner one. So most of the inner corner shades are their lighter shades, which I'm not going to say it. You all know the drill by now. But very beautiful. I love the variations. Like, those are both very light shades, but completely different. And they look different on the eye. I really hope this video wasn't too repetitive. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell to see more of my goofy face. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And occasionally, I'll upload a bonus video on Saturdays. Let me know if you have any of these palettes. Do you think they're good for spring? Do you plan to use them for spring? And what are your go-to spring palettes that you're going to use? I hope to see you all in my next video. I love you all. Bye.